What is up, Red Dreaded Nation? It's your boy, aka San Akasan. Hey, it's a brand new day, it's a brand new year. I thought I'd tell you my New Year's resolutions. Clear? Let's get into it. Guys, 2017, I told you I wanted to get rid of all the sort of negative energy that was surrounding me, disassociate myself with any sort of association people would have that would bring me down, people that would put me in the same sort of circle of negative energy of just wanting me to suffer. We got rid of all that. We were like Kylo Ren. We let the past die. We killed it if we had to. Or blocked, one of the two. And speaking of that, first thing I did for 2018 was a challenge. I'm kind of glad I did it, but it was my most embarrassing Kylo Ren challenge. I am so glad I'm done with that one. Yeah, me too. Yeah, so more importantly, let's go ahead and get on to more important things this year for 2018. Again, it's going to be focused on you and me, the Red Dreaded Nation, me and my fan base. We're focused on us. We're not caring about what other YouTubers are doing. We're not caring about what other people are doing, but we're focusing on you and me. But at the same time, this year is all going to be about growth. Last year was like Kylo Ren. We let the past die. We were restructuring the channel. We were doing a mix of everything. We're still doing reactions. We're still doing reviews. We're just going to be doing a lot more of a lot of other things on top of that. I have found that in last year, restructuring the channel even more, that I actually enjoyed doing a lot of interviews. I actually enjoyed doing a lot of reviews. I'm very good at it, and I want to get better at it for my private life and exponentially coming back to the channel as well. So, for that being said, be on the lookout for more CBM reviews, more news articles, just talking about what's going on in YouTube world if I feel like it, if it connects to me and you somehow, making sure it's covered. I love getting a little bit of wrong choice of words. I love a bit of analysis, pronunciations. I love doing analysis and detailed reviews about certain things, so I really enjoy doing that. Be on the lookout for that more this year. On top of that, I want to start shortening my videos a lot more. Every year I'm getting a little bit better, but you know, back in the day I used to be doing those 45-minute reviews, 45-minute analysis. We're all the way down to 20 now. 20 minutes, baby! But before I forget, thank you all of you guys last year who were liking and sharing those videos. You don't know how important it was. Even though it wasn't getting all the views as shorter videos were, the longer the people watch, the more YouTube actually reviews and rewards the YouTuber. So those long videos people used to complain about back in the day, it's exactly the kind of videos YouTube wants. The retention from the audience is what YouTube wants, and you guys definitely proved that you're here to stay. I'm here to stay. Bring me down. Sorry. More Ask Akasans. That's another portion of the videos that I liked in doing last year. I want to do it a little bit more, so if you have questions you want to send me, you can send it through my Twitter. That's probably the best way. Sometimes I just answer it quickly on Twitter, but if I find something even cooler, an interesting topic, that's going to become a video. That's going to become a topic for Ask Akasan. So make sure you keep on hitting me up on Twitter about that. something that I've been wanting to do from the beginning for years and years and years before I was even doing reactions a lot. Something that I really wanted to do was in-depth analysis of trailers. I had this big idea to do maybe my top 10 trailers of all time and go into big details about them, but I think at this point instead I'm just gonna start it as more of a series and just pick one trailer and dive deep into it, talk about it a lot, very similar to like this, but really get into the nitty-gritty of the trailers, what made them special, why I like them, and then after that, maybe we're gonna go ahead and build a top 10 or something like that. I think one of the biggest problems I sometimes have is I want to do the full thing, a big production, but sometimes it's a little bit better to just do a little bit, and then feed you guys those videos so you can also adjust to that as well. So be on the lookout for more trailer analysis videos. As a lot of you guys might know, I have been living in Japan for about 8 years now. There's two things that I really want to improve. One, more J-vlogging, because I am a J-vlogger. I actually started as a J-vlogger more or less here in YouTube. I started my YouTube channel full-time about 4 years ago, and I was doing a lot more J-vlogging back then. I found more interest in the stuff around Fukuoka where I was living. Now in Tokyo, things have kind of just shifted a little bit differently, and I haven't really been doing a lot of Japanese videos. When I go on vacation, I have a lot of stuff on my phone. I just never, ever get a chance to edit them and share them with you because I never really have that idea, or it usually gets kicked out the way for 5, 6 reaction videos or something like that. So I'm going to try to do a better job this year of balancing all of that for you guys and get more J-vlogging videos out there for you guys. And or just make a completely separate channel. Black man in Japan. I don't know. Like I also said, I'm gonna try and get more interviews going on. I had a few lined up last year. Some of them I got, some of them I didn't, but I want to start interviewing more celebrity type people that come here to Japan. I want to start interviewing some of my friends in the industry of DC Comics, Marvel Comics on YouTube. When they come to Japan, I want them to go one-on-one with the red dreaded one. Stardust Corner. This is something that I'm going to add into more of my reaction and recap show videos. Of course, you guys already know that I do reaction videos, but on top of that, if you're not familiar yet, one of the main things for this channel is actually my reaction recap shows instead, where it's not just a reaction, but we're actually doing some in-depth analysis into the TV shows. We're reviewing it, we're taking questions from the fans. So one of the extra things I'm about to add in this year for a lot of the CW shows, a lot of the Game of Thrones, if it airs this year, is the Stardust Corner. This is going to be an interesting thing because I'm using the app every day to talk about the shows that I watch, but when you guys use it and you tag me on that Stardust function, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna actually put it onto these videos, the recap reaction shows that I'm doing on a weekly basis. So if you have something to say about the show, you make sure you tag me on that Stardust app, okay? And I'll put you in there most of the time. I'll put you in there. I'll do my, yeah, I'll put you in there. We definitely got to start pushing this merchandise a little bit more. It's something I'm a little quiet about. A lot of my friends have told me, they were like, Akka, I didn't even know you had this merchandise. We thought you just made this for yourself. Guys, the links are in the description below. I know I don't say it enough, but it is on Spreadshirt.com. I got something for DC Sun. I got something for Cali. I got something for the Tokyo Trinity. I got 2 shirts for me. I want to design something this year. Sometimes this year, we're going to make a more Marvel-oriented one in time for the Infinity War Challenge. I'm ready for it, baby. Shit, I'm so ready. Oh, shit. I'm ready. On the other sides, outside of YouTube, a lot of you guys know I do have a Patreon where you guys are getting future episodes way in advance, like 2-3 months in advance. One of the top things we're doing on Patreon, you guys are supporting the show, so I'm giving you guys Avatar. We're on season 2 right now. We're almost done with that, about to be on season 3. You guys get a lot of early access on Patreon, but on top of that, given more time. I want to hire more editors. I want to get more editors in, and I want to pick another show for Patreon. What that means is that not just Patreon's going to get it, but YouTube is going to get it in the future. But I'm just thinking Star Wars Rebels, Boku no Hero. Somebody said that they would definitely chip in for the something My Hero Academia or something like that. I'm thinking about another show I want to start on Patreon. The main thing is time for me. But if we can just get a popular show that balances out well enough on Patreon, and Patreon is willing to support it, we're good to go. So I'm thinking about, I really want to get another show going in. You know, I can't be like some of my other people like Blind Wave or the Normies. You know, group reactions is a whole different thing. But I am just one man, but I'm going to try to do as much as I can for you guys on Patreon. And incidentally, further down the line on YouTube. So more shows coming to Patreon sooner than later. I just gotta figure out a really, really good one. Legion, Gifted, something. I don't know. On the technical side of things, I want to get better lighting. I want to get better lighting and a camera as well. 2 different types of cameras. I'm debating, I was shopping yesterday, I'm debating whether or not I want to go with a camcorder or if I want to go with just a camera. Ultimately, a lot of my clients in my real life have actually said that ultimately I'm going to need both. For scenic stuff, I'm going to need a camera. For everyday, daily type of stuff, 4K camcorder should be fine for YouTube. But if I really want to start making more short films and more videos, things like that, I'm going to need a little bit of both. So Patreon has been helping me out. We are saving up. On Twitch, you guys have been chipping in as well. Sooner than later, more equipment is coming in because this camera is about to break almost every day. It's on its last leg, baby. So, I just mentioned it. Speaking of which, more skits, more, not necessarily skits, but more or less more short films. I actually filmed 2 or 3 last year, 2017. I released just 2 of them or so. There's one big one, and that's the Death Note one that I want to do. But like I said earlier, I just have this big idea, this overall arching plan of the way I want to release it, and I'm not happy if it just comes out like. So this year, actually within the next couple of days, I promised myself, actually I'm about to go down into lockdown mode, and this week I'm off from my private life work, and I'm gonna start getting into this. No VR, no PlayStation, no porno. We're editing this, we're getting it down, damn it. I want to start traveling a little bit more. There's a few management and agencies that have approached me in the last couple of days that they're interested to sponsor me for a few more traveling videos, and that's great. But on top of that, I actually want to go back to the States a lot more, but not my hometown as I usually do. I actually want to end up going to like New York or the East Coast a little bit more. I'm looking at collab. I actually want to go make some appearances at, I thought about things like VidCon and different stuff like that, but I realized that I think my core audience is not the VidCon type of people, and it's actually better for me to integrate more into Comic-Con and do panels there. So I want to try to get into New York Comic-Con. Unfortunately, the press passes have already expired, the application time, so I have to figure out another way to get to Comic-Con. But I would love to go to New York Comic-Con. I would love to be part of San Diego Comic-Con, a panel or something like that. I tried to do Long Beach Comic-Con, a panel for you guys last year, but they didn't want me. They didn't want me at all. Collaborations. You know, last year I was a little turned off from trying to work with other YouTubers up and coming, just in the way past examples have kind of led me to be a little backstabbed, a little bit like that. But I actually have warmed up a lot more to doing collaborations with more people in the future. Not necessarily building some sort of community or something around a particular universe or types of YouTubers or so, but just collaborating with cool people that would be down for that. I have established more or less that I'm really down with the Tokyo Trinity, and it's good to have just close friends to really do this on a weekly basis. But I am definitely down now to do a lot more with other YouTubers long distance. Like I said, I want to travel overseas and collaborate with different YouTubers that are, you know, just takes this just as seriously as I do would be great. Blind Wave would be great, the normies. If I ever get to the East Coast, of course, I'll have to see my brother Tyrone Magnus as well. And yeah, just figure out a few other things. And of course, if there are YouTubers that are coming to Japan, please let me know. Let's see if we can work this out. One of the biggest things that might happen this year is that we actually might get a studio in the heart of Shibuya, or at least nearby in the heart of Tokyo, baby. And it'll be kind of a new little hub for a lot of YouTubers to come and work with me. And on the personal side of things, what a lot of you probably don't know until I announce it right now, I'm actually producing another show. I got a chance to do a lot of TV work in Japan last year. You haven't seen a lot of that footage, but my Japanese was okay. This year, I'm starting to produce another show for a network that's going to be online, and when that happens, I'll let you know. Maybe I'll translate it down the line, but this is going to be Japanese only. But one of the things that it leads me to believe is that I really want to study up on my Japanese a lot more, because what I learned going to Tokyo Comic Con is that the Red Dreaded Nation is not just in America. No, it is worldwide. We got the Philippines, Brazil, a lot of different places. Japan, I realized, is one of those places, believe it or not. At the last Jedi showing, people came up to me, and it's really cool to talk to people, but I really want to talk to people. ちょっと本当いっぱい話します. I want to get that Japanese down a lot more so I can just talk to the fan base a lot more out here, and also it would open up the doors a lot more for future business things going on. One of the biggest networks out here is a big fan of the channel, and they really want to work with me, but one of the biggest problems is the majority of my stuff is English speaking, and that's not who they're advertising to when they're focused on getting more Japanese viewers out here. So there's kind of that struggle there. I'm not going to make the channel fully Japanese, but I definitely should, while I'm living here, make use of my surroundings. So I hope you guys enjoy a lot of what's to come very soon. And in my private life, I just want to start pursuing some other dreams and ambitions I have. One of the things a lot of YouTubers, any YouTuber that does this all the time will just tell you, this is a full-time job with below minimum wage pay. It is stressful sometimes. I sit here and I work on this computer every day and every night. When I'm not working in my real life job, I'm grinding videos out here for you guys, and I love it. It's a great passion. We're on winter break right now, so I have all the time right now to sit here and put out my passion to make this video for you, but I generally can't do that when work starts up again within next week. However, I do want to try to change my surroundings yet again and officially open up a restaurant, believe it or not. It's an idea that I've had for many years, maybe 5-7 years, and I'm thinking the more and more with Infinity War coming out right now is the time. If I don't do it this year, I can't do it any year. So it's a dream of mine, but I want to at least try to pursue it here in Japan and open it up with its many sort of pop culture type of stuff that gets opened up here in Japan. Maid cafes, rabbit cafes. Why not an Akasan cafe? Watch out, when there's more about it, I'll let you know, but it's just this idea in my head that I could not get rid of for the last 5-7 years. I want to get this, I want to make this happen one way or another, or at least try to make it, an attempt to do it. Do or do not. There is no try. Alright my friends, so those are just some of the main resolutions that I have this year for 2018, but of course it wouldn't be a YouTube video if I didn't give you guys some sort of numbers or so. So let's start with Instagram first. I talked to a few different people. Like I said, this year is still about you and me, baby, but we're gonna just push forward. One of the things a lot of business people and a lot of entrepreneurs tell you is you have to envision a goal. And what I realized in 2017 is I really didn't have like a number goal. Basically, I am fine. I am happy with the number of subscribers that have come in every day, but I know it's important to have a certain number level, and it means a lot of stuff. Just like a 4-year degree, it's not really worth anything other than a piece of paper and the fact that you just got it. So we just gotta do it. So let's start getting some numbers this year, some sort of goal that you and me, we can both get in and obtain together. Fighting together makes us stronger together, I suppose. Instagram. I talked to a few different people about this. I enjoy using Instagram. I use it almost every day to bring you stuff direct from Japan, photos and things like that. I had a lower number originally, but I talked to a few other people. We're going with 100,000 people following me. Subscribers, is that what they call it or something like that? Can we do it? Can we make that happen? Maybe I'll post some nudes. More Kylo Ren challenges. Twitter! I am using Twitter almost every hour, every waking hour that I am awake. Posting a lot, retweeting. I wasn't really into it in the beginning, but it has really grown to kind of replace Facebook for me, and I enjoy using Twitter. It's my daily meme place to go. I'm digging Twitter so much. Right now, I think it's under 10K. I think we can do 50K, baby. 50K. 50K by the end of this year, if not more. I feel like we can do more, but 50K. So please, please follow me at AKASAN. Onegaishimasu. YouTube. Here's the big one, guys, where we all started here with YouTube. Right now, we are 150K plus strong here. One of the reasons I've always shied away from being so subscriber count focused is I've never liked what that has done to a lot of people. In the 4 or 5 years I've been doing YouTube, the one thing that has remained consistent when I see people get a little bit of subclot is they just become so big-headed and egotistical, and just, it really brings out the worst of them, especially if they're younger people that have never dealt with the deals of fame and just people liking so much of their stuff, the whole hive mind mentality. It's really turned a lot of people that I know and I used to be cool with into just somebody that I used to know. Somebody. And especially everything that's been going on with Logan Paul right now, just to see what happens when you get millions and millions of subscribers following you. Something also about the range and the level of the fans start to change, and it makes you change. Especially here with Logan Paul and getting responses with controversy like this. The people that will defend you will make sort of excuses like this.
Because I'm a Japanese Maverick, I deserve to have a platform. And the guy who died should be lucky to be in Logan Paul's vlogs. I'd do anything, even that, to be in Logan Paul's vlogs, because you get recognized by a lot of people, you know, millions of people. And since I'm a Maverick, we do different things. So even though a normal person would not film it, we're Mavericks, so we film it anyway. So, Maverick Style. Snitch.
Exactly. So I've done a lot of thinking about that tonight, and it's really turned me off of YouTube and just the way the subscriber count gain works and all that. But I thought about it. You guys on Twitter kind of responded as well. I'm not going to try to get the subscriber count those people are and do YouTube the way they are doing it. I'm going to try and do it differently. We're going to still try to get subscribers. It's not going to be that important, but we're just going to build that base a lot more. But we're just going to try to be better than that and still try to stay consistent and still be the realest person I can be, but just with a larger number. So that's my promise to you guys. Of the Red Dreaded Nation, I am so, like I said, I'm happy with that goal. I'm excited. I'm enjoying what I'm doing here. But I know with YouTube, it's a bit of a numbers game. For some ridiculous reason, people always assume that a large subscriber count equals better content. Not always so. I know people with millions of subscribers that are getting less views than I am. But at the same time, I know people with 10 times less subscribers that are getting 10 times more views than I am. So for me, that all is pretty irrelevant and such. Again, I'm focusing on you and me, but if we can make this Red Dreaded Nation just a little bit bigger or so, it makes my life a little bit easier. It's gonna make the content a little bit better. it's gonna be fun. More people coming in, more promoters start noticing, more sponsors start coming in, and it just gives me the allowance to just do more for the channel. So with that being said, this one's gonna be kind of crazy, but 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Can we do that? 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Can the Red Dreaded Nation go fourfold? Threefold? 3 times more? I can't do the math, but can we do that, baby? Let me know. Fuck, I'm spitting everywhere. 500,000 subscribers. That's the goal for the end of this year for YouTube. I believe it's possible. It'd be the biggest jump we've ever done. I'm not gonna sell out. I'm not gonna just drop videos for clickbait or get a bunch of views. I'm not gonna just do any sort of reaction type video. Don't worry, I still am serious about the type of content I put out there. I still wanna make sure I'm putting out quality content for you guys. But all that being said, I do need to figure out how we're gonna achieve that goal. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know below, guys. You can hit me up in the comments below. Twitter is sometimes the best way to get in contact with me. But I really wanna know, what do you guys wanna see on the channel? What do you guys think fits on this channel, more importantly? And there we have it. Alright guys, if you want updates from me almost every hour of the waking hour, make sure you follow me at Akasan on Twitter. Memes and behind the scenes in Japan, make sure you follow me on Instagram, aka SANJP. Notification Squad, what's up? Ring that notification bell below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel go a long way. YouTube notices it. I notice it. When you like it, it shows up on all the other social media and all that stuff. So it really helps gather that big goal that we're doing. 500,000 subscribers. You know what's up. Alright, this one is a little bit of a remix throwback, but till the Infinity War graces its presence on the big screen, I'll be right here ready, red, dreaded, and steady. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.